Yo, yo, yo. What's going on? Yo, 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 yo. All right, I need to share a couple other things real quick. I am not gonna lie. I uh I went to bed super late. I kept getting up. I couldn't go to sleep. But I was like, dude, I have to fucking stream today. If I don't stream today, I will cry. I think I got like 3.5 to 4, somewhere between there. You could hear it in my voice. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Good morning, Eric. Good morning, Glitterbuck. Good morning, Lulu Simpson. Good morning, SF. Good morning, Joe, Gary, Kid, Shogun Shorts. Shogano Shorts, sorry. We invest 2-3. What is up? What is up, Maddie Clams? Good to see you, Maddie Clams. Shout out, Maddie Clams. Maddie Clams, we don't give a damn. So guys, before the market opens, actually it's about to open. This is the main area I said that we'd go up and go test if we were going to keep going up or not. So this area is very important. It's not just a target. Now that we've hit this, it's a key directional area. So the more we're under it, the more we're probably going to pull back. The more we get it back above it, the more promising it is for buyers on all time frames, not just this time frame. As you can see, though, this is not the pre-market low, but 650, 198 does end up lining up with a pretty good support in the pre-market. So could be a good short-term downside level today. I would still keep your PML marked just because, that's just kind of smart. Where's your previous day close, actually? Let's zoom in all the way in market. There we go. 650.24. Under that level and that level, I say it looks pretty good for shorts. How's that sound, chat? How are y'all looking? How's that look? How's that sound? And what else can we add on top of this chart to give us higher probability decisions? Again, we're never going to be 100%. We're never going to be perfect. But what is something that we can add to this, or look at? What can we look at to make this chart a little bit better for our decisions and shit? What can make us the most ultimate trader ever? Who can remember? Who can remember? I'm not going to quit moving around until you guys remember. What is it? What is the thing we can look at outside of this that's super helpful? Gap fib, that is a correct answer, technically, but not what I'm looking for, but that is technically correct. I can't really argue that. Where is that actually? Oh, I don't need it. Cool. It is insane how many times that is lined up with a gap fib the last few months. I feel like I haven't had to draw as many gap fibs. Normally you see me in the chat spamming gap fib when there's a gap, but I haven't had to because I literally have a level that's there half the time. Good looks though, yes. What is the other thing? Joe got it. Joe got it. XLK. We can look at XLK. This chart is a legit cheat code. If you aren't using this to trade the overall market, you're tripping balls. You're tripping heavy. What am I looking for, dude? I'm so fucking tired. I don't even know what I'm remembering. Oh, that's right. I can literally see myself just lost on the stream. Like, what am I clicking on? As you can see, oh, whoops, sorry, wrong time frame. As you can see, we retook the 130. The other day, we were looking to see if we could hold over 128.32 and push over 130 for any kind of buyer presence. Being between us was just kind of ranging, So getting them back above this yesterday is impressive. Closing this high was even more impressive. Now we have another higher open in the back end of this with Trump speaking tonight, right? Didn't he speak at like 9 p.m. tonight or 8 p.m. tonight? So I won't lie, you probably will get another Green Day just because we have something to look forward to. You know, buy the news, sell the rumor, buy the rumor, sell the news, whatever the fucking saying is. There's a news event, so I'm not surprised that we'll probably go up a little bit more today. And as that news event comes, maybe that will have some more impact on direction. Maybe we go up more. You know, maybe it has a fucking ridiculous gap again. Maybe it gaps down. We're back into the lows. But either way, we know that we have a positive reaction from right here so far. So as long as that is okay, we should see buyer presence, right? So it's a little crazy to say because we're way up here at 134 now. But if we see this break, we know we can go down here. If we see this hold, we know we can go back up here. Like you can kind of feel the probability on things that are happening as you're seeing them kind of unfold on the chart and the levels that you have plotted out on it. So like if you see this pump off 134, what are we going to see on SPY most likely? Green. Probably going to see this go up, right? What if we see banks, comms, discretionary, healthcare? What if we saw all of these help out? Then we'd have an even bigger green candle on this chart. And I know I just cover it for SPY, but even though these are mainly for the SPY sectors, these do still affect a lot of your other charts. You know, if you're looking at your Ks, your XLK, and it's just pumping its face off, you know, of course you're going to go look at like Apple, Nvidia, Microsoft. They're probably green. You know, it's not like you're just calling out one thing. That's another thing I like about it. You're calling out like 50 things, calling out like a lot of stuff when you're calling out some of this stuff. When you're looking at the sectors, you're kind of breaking it up. You're making it make a little bit more sense. But yeah. But good morning. Good morning. Hopefully you guys are having a decent start to your, what is today, Wednesday? Decent start to your Wednesday. Trying to find my phone. Holy shit! Dare I look? Damn, these are at 140 right now. Yeah, trim that, trim that. Sorry, I'm typing. $1.32 trim on the first TP. Now we have to do that because it is part of the plan. We can't sit here and just make up some shit just because we want to see if we can make more at the open. And anytime we do a swing, guys, remember there's always going to be one trim and then there's going to be a final take profit. That's it. We don't go for 50 targets. We don't go for just one. We go for two. We planned for it to go to this level. It's kind of be stupid if we just sat here and we're like, let's just hold. So I'm definitely going to trim that. And good call out by Letterbook. He said Triple Q is going for the 50%. Excuse me, sorry. I did not mean to do that on the mic. Oh, that must have been when it was dropping at the beginning. Yeah, it's pumping. Tech pumping. She holding that 134. She can do that. We could see 136, 137 today. Which is kind of crazy to say out loud, considering the other day I was just saying how we could be breaking into the 128s. A little crazy. Sorry, if you hear me typing, I'm either updating SPX, IWM, XOK, or SPY in the Discord. I try to repeat everything I say, but I'm a little tired this morning. XOK levels today, just kind of resharing that and showing that what's here. Everybody in that channel already knows that we're bullish above this. It's just, holy shit, we didn't expect it to be up this high this quick. IWM, kind of the same story, not gonna lie. I was even kind of hyping this one up a little early, but if you were like, yo, Bueller, is this gonna hit 250? I would never have said that. I would have said we could have pushed towards this area over the course of this week. I would never have said, yeah, we'll see that by the end of Tuesday. Definitely don't want to sit here and act like, oh, I would have definitely noticed that we're going to 150 on that chart. No. Definitely did not. But yeah, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed that swing. I'm not going to lie. It took me like 40 fucking minutes to find anything that I liked. And I happened to find the one thing that actually made sense a little bit. So we're bullish on the market right now. Like, I know it's very, very short term. So I was like, all right, well, I got to look at like a staple stock then. Because, yeah, staples just looked like they were at a resistance area. And if we were going to have another higher open kind of day, that would mean we're probably going to have a lower open kind of day on staples. So I was just taking the risk that we would probably do that. I didn't know we would do that. I took a bet on the fact that that was a higher probability situation. It just felt ready. Holy shit, IGV's red. IGV is under previous day close. That's actually really big. Because that's a part of tech. This is like one of the slices of XOK, I guess you could say. Okay, I see. That's why it's not up anymore. I was like, man, something's fighting it. You can see a small reaction right there. We'll see if that ever amounts to anything, but we'll see. And then your other sectors, banks are rejecting 49.75, which if you remember what this level is, it's from here. We've been looking to see if this level could retake. Since we had this inside bar bullish breakout, we wanted to see if this target would hit, and we just hit that this morning. So it kind of feels like this is the current range we're at for banks. Like we made our liquidity grab. They closed above, bullish inside bar breakout, target hit. We just moved so much the other day. Didn't really need that much help today. And then comms. Comms also did a liquidity grab. I would like to point out, and I'm not trying to be like one of those weird salesman Discord guys, but not talking about coming in here to sign up. But if you go to my main channel, and I posted these for YouTube as well, I'd have to find them, but there's a lot of videos in here of me covering like the week, and then I go over like the bigger time frame stuff. Like tons of videos in here of this over the past few months, and in one or two of the videos I talk about, I think I even talk about it in the stream a lot too, but I know for a fact it's in the videos. We talk about that we don't want to just see, if the market does make a big pullback, we don't want to just see a test of a level and a bounce, a higher low, and then another bounce. Like this is like a Google image of a bounce. This is bullshit. You're never going to see something that looks like this on larger time frames for your overall sectors or SPY, most likely. Whenever you see like such a big downturn like this, you don't want to just see a test of a level. You want to see that level break. And then you want to see that level retake, because that is a liquidity grab. That is a 90% entry. This is providing energy for this chart to even have a chance of recovering. It might not be pretty, but it doesn't need to be. That's the whole point of faking people out. Oh, they closed below it. It has to go lower. Oh my God, it closed lower again. It's going to go lower again. Doji, you and me know that this is 50-50. It's not bearish as much as a close like that, or rejection of a level like that. It's not the same amount of bearishness like that. This is a 50-50 candle right here, and especially because it's at such a low, it might even be a little less than 50-50. You know what I'm saying? So it's not really that crazy to me when I see things like this recover. Just it feels random, but it's not random. It makes sense. And sometimes this is all like a 2-day process. This happened over the course of 4 days. So that's even more impressive. SPY's rejecting. Holy shit, that plays at 1.72. Okay, you can't sell at 1.72. I was about to say 1.70 now. I'm gonna be honest, guys. I'm gonna take my runners there. I think we're absolutely blessed that even made it that far. Oh, y'all are gonna laugh at the number that it took profit at. I set it for 1.72. It hit 1.67. Alright, sorry guys, I was typing a shit ton. Ooh, let's go, guys. Holy fuck, I'm tired of typing. Alright. Sorry, stream. Dude. Is anyone in this swing? I don't ask that a lot. Please tell me one of you little puppies got into this. Oh, stretching, sorry. I mean, who the fuck calls out MO shorts, man? Like, come on. I fucking love the swings that we're doing, man. And this was right up my alley too. I said really, 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 really cheap. Sorry, I'm gonna just bathe in the glory of MO dying for a second, and then I'll switch back to SPY. Would anyone like to know what strategy was used for this? If you say drawdown fib, guess what? You hit the lottery. Holy shit, I can't type. Damn, it's actually hitting the next one. That contract's hitting 185 right now. I'll quit talking about it here in a second, but that ish was only. God, how much did we even pay for that? That ish was only 99. It was not even $100. Basically $100 per contract. Let's fucking go, guys. All right, I gotta send it. I'm sorry, this fucking chart's crazy. I mean, what are we even looking at? You know, I wonder, does it sign up with the 920 or 821 strat? It feels like it's under the 8 with room to the 21 EMA, and I haven't even looked at that. That's not what this is all I use, but it does make me wonder. You know, I got Rob Kramer from the Discord in my head. Okay, no, it's not. That would not have helped us at all. Actually, that would have stopped me from calling that out. I'm glad I didn't look at that shit. It's good for some setups, it's not good for others. In this case, that would not have helped us. Guys, I'm super happy about this one. I think I lost on this one last time we called it out, so I got my revenge, I believe. Let's check it out. When is the last time I called this out? Yeah, we lost 34%. $76 to 50 per con. I don't think I called it out again. Oh no, I did. Lost again. Holy shit. We got our revenge. We actually got our revenge. Oh wait, let me put both prices. $132 and $167. If it's in parentheses, it's the runner. I'll do the math on this later. I'm too tired. God, I'm so fucking proud of this. I'm actually so proud of this chart. I can't stop staring at it. Also, Staples are only down like 0.50 cents, so we really did get a lucky one. Because the sector itself isn't dumping like this. I wonder if it's because of the... People were shitting on this one because of, what's it called? Something about their revenue versus... Hold up, I'm sorry, I'm trying to type and talk at the same time. That ain't working out too well. All right, sorry, stream. I haven't read a single message since good morning. Or no, actually, that's not true. I did read Gap, Fib, and XLK. 9 p.m., yes. Oh, for Trump. MOV is dying. Yeah. Holy shit, yeah, they are. That's down a lot more than its sector. If you go to banks, actually, that's not true. Banks opened pretty high. They pulled back. They're already under the previous day close. Maybe that is valid. But you look at its peers. No, MasterCard's down a shit ton too. Never mind. It's valid. If that was by itself, I'd have been like, huh? It's a little weird. What are some tickers you guys looking at? My bad, guys. Let me go back to SPY. You guys haven't seen SPY in a hot minute. We should just still be rejecting this. You might actually be able to snap some puts if this is a 50% here. Let's go to the 1 minute. Yeah, if you see bearish candles under 654.50s, this is pretty good for shorts. I happen to open this up at the perfect time, actually. I don't know if I'm too keen on trading this because I just, I don't really like to overtrade. But I'm still a little hyped from that swing. Plus, let me catch up to some messages. But this is a really good level for decision here. It's from the high to the low of the move after the rejection of 655.96. So this is where a lower high is going to be made most likely. If they retake it, this is where the bounce can continue. And we most likely see the retake or touch of 656s, which would be cool. Is MO and IGV? Or you're just saying they're doing the same thing? ISM is in 9 minutes, by the way. Bet I'm assuming. Okay, yeah, so 6 minutes now. Thank you for the update. I'm trying to read the messages now. You keep missing the swing pings? You're good, dude. You know that there'll always be more. I mean, look at this damn list, dude. We've gone through our fair share of losses. We've gone through our wins, but we're doing a good job of keeping the losses small. See, this is why I keep these small, so these have more impact. I'm also really happy that a lot of these have been like actually affordable. There's even some people in chat who have swung these better than me. There's plenty of people in chat who have held these a lot longer than me and ended up with way better gains. I just like to get my for sure gains, if you know what I mean. Yeah, there's a long ass list here. We'll definitely get some more. I even have your Rivian on my main watch list. Or no, I took it off because I wanted to make it smaller, I think. No, it's still there. Never mind. No changes to that in a while, honestly. Still just kind of here. Which I guess isn't the worst of things in this kind of market. It reminds me of Netflix. Like Netflix, you wouldn't even know that all this shit was going on. I think it's just because it has its own thing going on. It's like during the UNH shit, if that makes sense, or the BA stuff. Like when they had planes falling out of the sky, like they already kind of had their news going on, So I don't think extra news was going to hurt or help them. And same thing with the UNH thing, with the whole, I won't even get into it because I'm not trying to draw out anything, but yeah. So it just makes a little sense on those charts, kind of. V has bad news. What happened? What happened to old V? Actually, speaking of bad news, let me go post the briefing things. Oops, 1 minute. Oh, dude, I might piss people off by sharing this one. Remember, guys, we're not political here. Just read the news. That one was worded crazy. Oh, and I can't share the briefing.com update yet because there's not one yet. Doi. Get your gains, Bueller. I always remind myself before taking a trade, never let a green trade turn red. Sometimes hard to do, but it really is. Like I can't tell you how. I think it's harder to stomach just taking a win and not trying to feel bad about it if it goes more versus when I'm in a loss. Because when I'm in a loss, I really have done a really good job now of just trying to keep them small or just getting out. Like it's not even an emotional barrier. Whereas the opposite side of the coin has been where it's like you want to feel good about yourself because it did more than what you did in your trade, but it just feels like shit because you didn't capture all of it. But in reality, you should just be happy that you are able to catch such consistent, for sure, I'm throwing up air quotes, for sure gains. Doesn't always need to be super big to be fancy. Doesn't need to be big to work. You know, if you are making $10,000 per trade, you're a broke boy. Like that's just so stupid. And there's so many groups that have that like mindset. Not trying to hate on anybody, but there's a lot of groups that I've seen people come from, and they show me certain screenshots, and I'm like, what the fuck? I've never talked to someone that way in my chat. Like, if they shared me like an 85% gain, I've never looked at it and been like, holy shit, that's a bad trade, dude. Not even 100%, actual loser. 85%? I think each and every one of us could agree that's a pretty large gain. Especially if that's like a scalp. Holy shit. A very quick scalp, like, phew, cannot complain. 2 more Andrew Tate impressions, please. Was that Andrew Tate I just did? I really wasn't trying to. It felt like people trying to act like you know, like if you aren't making $6 billion per trade, you're a brokey. It just doesn't make any sense. I think people in here need to realize like even like a 15% gain is actually really good. Only 15%. Oh my god, you're broke. Be sure to drop a like on the stream, guys. These impressions don't come for free. The thumbs up is needed. I'm not actually trying to impress and do any impressions. I'm genuinely, that's my brain just deteriorating per second. 3.5 hours of sleep, waking up to MO dumping off the face of the earth. I see Staples got worse too. That's the sector that Altria belongs to. Agreed, be happy with a piece of the pie. You are more prone to bigger losses if you always try to get the whole pie. Exactly. It's like, it's such a stupid thing. It's a stupid path to take if you know that you're trying to be around forever. Or not or forever, but you know what I mean. You know, be around long enough in the market. You know, you're not going to have this mindset where you're like, if I don't make this huge percentage every trade, it's not worth it. You know, it's like, no. It's the opposite. Oh my god. MO is definitely dumping even more right now. I don't even have to be looking at it right now to see this. Because this shit's about to make a new low, or the fact that it's at the low is crazy. Impactful. I don't see a lot of the other big staple stocks down heavy, too. Like, Costco is right here. Walmart right here. Walmart's up, actually. It's crazy. What is making Staples dump so hard? Oh, PG is in it. I wasn't tripping balls. PGKOPM. Oh, Coca-Cola's falling off the face of the earth. Holy fuck, Philip Morris. All right, anybody who shorted this chart with me, you have Philip Morris to thank. Oh my god. Yeah, that contract's over 200 right now. All right, we're moving on. Sorry, we'll go back to SPY. I'm impressed that it's dumping that much. So that was definitely not in the plan. I wanted it to go down, but damn, bro. I didn't want it to go down that bad. That's going down. I'm going to reshare the stream link in chat. Nice, SF, by the way. Sorry, I'm just now emotionally reading what you said. 6-5% gain. Happy, nice work, Swing King. Thank you, thank you. I try. I'm just happy because I'm not because of how well that play is working out, but I'm really happy because I really have been so patient between my swings, and I told y'all that's been the fucking secret. Pacing myself between setups, not trying to. Oh, that's for Wednesday. All right, guys, let me try to find another swing Thursday. I have slowly learned that if you see someone posting a swing every day, they are full of shit. Like, there's no way. I've finally gotten consistent at this, and it's all due to like pacing. I swear, pacing was like the secret key. It wasn't even. I mean, finding a good strat, developing what you like, looking at your own niche little setups. In a lot of cases, I'm literally just looking at candlestick patterns with positioning. I've been saying that same strat for the longest time. I have not switched up. I have not changed a single thing in how I swing trade the entire time I've been here. And it has been so awesome. I feel like that's been definitely a helpful thing because it's allowed me to more focus on like the mindset kind of things, like pacing. I would never have figured that out if I was focused on trying to develop a strategy over that many years or just trying to find one, you know. So that's what I'm happy about. It's not really the size of the gain or how well that play is working out, which I mean that is nice, but it really is just because like I really did stick to my guns. And after the Amazon swing, I wasn't like, all right, let's swing another thing. Like I posted the Netflix idea, but that wasn't like a call out. You could see word for word at that post what I said. But overall, you know, I'm really happy that I just kind of like stuck to my guns and chilled. But yeah, good shit, SF. I'm happy for you. ISM over 53rd month in a row. Damn. Holy shit, IGV. Covering a little bit from its lows. Yeah, I think you're right on that, Maddie. I believe you're right. See if briefing posted a new thing or not yet. Nope, of course not. Futures point to higher open and mid mixed signals around Iran. Yeah, I think tonight's going to have a lot to say. But apparently the Iran regime did call for a ceasefire. They said, we'll consider the strait is open, free, and clear. Until then, we are blasting Iran into oblivion, or as they say, back to the Stone Ages. That's what that's what the second part of that was Trump. Sorry, I probably mixed it up, made it sound like Iran was going to bomb itself. But yeah, that's what Trump said. So pretty serious shit, as you can see. As we've already heard, though, they really want some certain demands met. I mean, I don't think anybody was hating. Were people saying he wasn't profitable? I've never thought that. I'm just saying the people that follow him aren't profitable. I've seen it with my own eyes. April Fools? I mean, I've never had hate for the actual founder. I just don't understand how people are basically just trading just reworded basic price action. Like, he basically reinvented the wheel. Like, I could have done that. All right, guys, instead of calling it the EMA strategy, I'm going to start calling this, I'm going to color them both yellow, and I'm going to call them the Bueller Buys EMA. Make sure you guys trade it. Like, that's basically what they did. All of those concepts existed before that shit existed. It's just relabeled. When you hear people say, like, rebalancing of a whatever zone they use, like fair value gaps, that's literally just saying a liquidity grab. Oh, it's at this balancing of the low. Guess what? That's previous day low. Guess what? That's previous day high. Guess what? That's most likely 50% of the previous day. Like, there's always a short-term key level there, and they're trying to make it like it's rocket science. No hate to the strategy, but I mean, that's all they really did. Again, just relabeling shit. It's not that special. But I've literally seen with my own eyes how many people flocked to that strategy and just went broke, and I have not seen them post since. Not just like from my chat, from multiple servers. It's pretty crazy. Oh yeah, it is April Fool's. Why did nobody do an April Fool's joke yet? Datajay had to be the first one. I should have had one, man. I should have had like a cover on the screen and done like a fake face reveal. That would have been funny. I mean, some of the people that have been in my chat for a super long time have seen me. Yeah, it's not like I just go around throwing that around. That would be pretty funny though. I put like a fake face cam up in the top. I'm just like, all right, just kidding, ha ha ha. Or have it live stream someone else. Get their permission first, of course. Don't just stream somebody randomly online. Probably avoid that. All right, well, it looks like they're not liking this lower high fib. Again, this is just going from the high to the low of the move that just happened on the 5-minute, just because it was so clear of a rejection and breaking of the current day open, but they seem to be slowly teetering back over it, which I've always said, when it goes up and it rejects this, it's almost never on the first go. Like I said, yeah, this happened literally yesterday, actually. Or Monday, sorry. I'm mixing my days up. Okay, I didn't zoom out enough. Cool. I stream, by the way. Right here, like when we saw a break of structure and then it came up and hit this lower high, this wasn't the first time it rejected. This was like the third time this happened. It fell through it once, built some higher low here. Actually, I did liquidity grab. Went back up, liquidity grab there, break back down. But it didn't just go up or break this once. It went up to it second time, third time. Then we like it. We're waiting for that second thing, that second confirmation, that second, piece of the picture that we didn't really see, or maybe we didn't value it as much, but now we see it. We're like, oh shit, it's trying to go down, And you kind of feel it out before it happens. But base it off of things. Don't just sit there and be like, I thought it was going to go up. I thought it was going to go down. Okay, base it off of something. I thought it was going to go down because of what? Explain more. Go that extra inch for yourself. Just talk to yourself if you need to. You hear me talking to myself here on the stream. You guys should be doing that too. Just kind of get some good reps. Holy shit, I didn't even notice until... What the hell happened on this thing? And yeah, good morning, guys. Good to see you all. Be sure to thumbs up the stream if you're just stopping by. Totally cool. If you're a lurker, totally cool. If you're going to be here all day, that's cool. Good morning. It is about 41 minutes, almost 42 minutes after the bell. After the open, sorry. Maddie Clams, dude. So good seeing your name. I know this is like your first stream ever, but it's just good seeing your name. Seeing Maddie Ice and Maddie Clams is always a good relief. I'm not joking. If it does it on this one, this is a copycat of Monday's dip. This is a literal 1-to-1 copy. If it dips from this move here, that is a copycat move of Monday. It did this little basing shit. It went down. It based. It retook. Another higher low. Went up. Then it started falling. And then on that second move, that's where it fell from. On the second move, when it went up once and then twice, that's where it did it from. If it does that again, this is literally Monday. Which is just nuts. And remember, guys, allow the sectors to let you float. It can be really easy to just stare at one chart like SPY or Triple Q or IWM or whatever and just get lost on just that chart. But remember your sectors. Your sectors are such a big part of the market that I feel like it's just stupid to ignore them. Oh my God, Staples. Down 1%. Oh my God, energy's taking a huge hit today. Down almost 4%. That is so nuts. I know I just keep saying it, but I'm just so serious about that. All right, I don't need to see that anymore. Maybe just a 90%er. Missed the gang. Very wiki at CDO so far. Yeah, it is very wiki there. Look at all these candles too. I'm glad you said that. Look. Since we broke today's open, look at every single candle. All of them are honestly kind of shitty looking. These three especially. These honestly aren't that bad, but these three here, these are who I'm looking at. Me pointing my finger at them. I'm only going down to the 1 minute because I'm just so focused on how it's trading around this on a smaller time frame. Tech, by the way, is not dumping, so it looks like SPY is going to try to hold. If you go to your other sectors, if these go up, this helps reinforce that. If these all start falling at the same time, then that will hurt this chart as well, which will in turn hurt this chart, SPY. It doesn't look too bad because of tech. I'm not going to lie. Tech's holding pretty well, and if they just start making new highs here, that will probably pick SPY back up. Even though SPY looks like shit. I won't argue with anybody in here who says SPY looks bad right now. Candle by candle, of course, not just saying that from your heart because you feel emotional. Yeah, new high tech. So I won't be surprised if SPY tries to bounce a little bit now. Yeah. It's a fucking cheat code, man. It's a literal cheat code. And then you add in looking at other sectors, which I see Maddie Clams just alluded to that as well. Looking at other things, you know, if you're someone who looks at VIX for outside support, cool. If you're someone who looks at oil or the dollar or just literally anything else, you know, it's going to help you. You'll have a better idea on where money is rotating or the fact that it is rotating. Because, yeah, there was a short-term rotation into defensive sectors. They got some relief bounces over a couple of days, and now we're seeing them rotated out of very quickly. The tech's booming last 2 days. Now, of course, if anyone in here says it's news related, no shit. I'm not arguing that. I'm just also trying to further explain it with the sectors. I don't like to just sit here and say Trump this, Iran that, Ukraine this, Russia that, China, Taiwan. You know, I don't want to just say all that stuff. Jerome Powell, interest rate. You guys are gonna fall asleep at the wheel hearing that shit. I would too. So I want to also break it down from a chart point of view, not just, you know, the obvious news. Which it's funny because the reason I don't like to get political too, and it honestly is kind of an advantage when you're trading, is it's all just news events. It's all just catalysts, you know, and you could combine really a lot of things to make it seem like that, you know, whether from COVID to elections to earnings report season to seasonality, you know, whatever it is, you know, just tracking random catalytic patterns that move charts. You know, when people say, buy the rumor, and then when the news actually comes out, start selling it because, you know, the reaction towards the news was let's buy it up, let's buy it up, let's buy it up. And then as the news finally comes out, you would think, oh, it's going to go higher because the news came out. No, it's going to go down. People who have been anticipating this are going to be getting out. They're going to be taking profit into those people who are trying to buy it, so they have someone to sell into. If there's no buying side liquidity, they have no one to sell to. So they need that. They need there to be a wrong side. So whatever you care about politics, whatever you care about anything, you know, I don't care what side you're on. There are no sides in the stock market. You know, it really is just buying versus selling. It's not red versus blue. It's green versus red on here. Unless you color your candles differently. It's pink versus yellow on here, damn it. But it's news events are needed for the market to flow. Now, I won't argue with anybody in here who says the moral of some of these news events are kind of shitty. Yes, I won't argue that the morals are pretty bad, but they are news events. As shitty as that sounds, news events are needed. Market makers are needed. You wouldn't be able to buy and sell your options, your shares, if there was no such thing as a market maker. We wouldn't be on this highway of liquidity. We'd be on a sidewalk. I think I got that other scenario playing out. I think other sectors are actually not doing too hot. Yeah, look, comms just went red. Discretionary is under open, but not looking bad. They're still above PDH. Healthcare pulled back too. Yeah, I was going to say something's pulling back that isn't just tech, because SPY is doing this. And that's not looking bad, which tells me there are other things going red. Or the things that are red are outpacing tech, which is crazy because tech is up, 1.7%. That's not nothing. Our system is the worst one besides all the others. Yeah. And it's not even just the system. Like, I don't even want to get into all that because I'm not trying to like shit on anybody's beliefs in here. I'm just trying to say these news events are needed, so get used to them. It does suck that right now the news events just happen to relate to a war, Everything else is preventing it from shooting up. Yeah, I'm getting that same vibe. So what does that tell us on the other side of the coin? If this was to ever join that dump or pullback, we're probably going to see some really large red candles on this. Not to turn anybody in here too bearish or be a fearmonger, but that's just the facts of these sectors here. If these all start to recover and start to look a little bit better and tech is still holding like this, I don't see why this shouldn't pump. See, it's the other side of the coin. I'm not trying to fearmonger that. And I don't want to just sit here too and be like, if it holds or breaks that. No, definitely go through your sectors right now. That's giving us a clear picture. Because it was like, why aren't we just pumping? It's because the other sectors weren't doing anything. I would like to say banks and discretionary are still in a spot where they could really do some good damage. And comms might have pulled back too much, so this is the interesting one because they pulled back, and this is the other one because they pulled back. So watch your C and V. If they get worse, maybe we do see more pullback. So give yourself something to like look at. Don't just sit here and freak out because there's a red or a green candle on your screen. Clears throat. Asa. I need to clear my throat. Do that on the mic and everything. I'm glad you guys are all in here, seriously. You guys see me in here updating while I'm in a losing swing. You see me in here while I'm in a winning swing, so it's nice to feel the other side as well. Maybe tech will hit resistance and start to drop. Yeah, that is possible. If it was to ever turn around and join these weakening sectors, we're doomed on SPY. Right now, it's not too shabby because tech's still holding, and it is such a large part of the market that it makes sense. But if someone came in here and was like, "Yo, this sector's down," or "Yo, this part of the market's down," like I'm gonna believe them because there are not every part of the market's up right now. Energy down's heavy. Staples down pretty heavy if you're looking at smaller time frames. What was it? Comms? Yeah, comms pushed into its previous day close under its open with a lower high. Like that's crazy looking. It is trying to hold now, previous day close, but it's just crazy. And then the other one that was weak was healthcare, which I'm kind of curious now since we're having to look at it so much. It didn't touch it, but it's right above the 50% of the gap up that's going from your previous day close to your current day open. 50% of that. Too many people watch this and this for your gaps, which that's not bad, honestly. That's not the worst. But the 50% of the gap is always going to be one of your most important directional levels. And then staples and energy are down, but they don't weigh a whole lot. And these are down and make sense. Like these being down makes sense. Tech is up. There was news on oil. So it makes sense that those two are down. So as long as staples are down, honestly, it's kind of hard to flip super, super bearish. But it's good just pointing out both scenarios. I think if you just sit here and say, oh my God, we're going to pull back, bro, Trump this, Iran that, like, of course you're going to feel bearish. This pump would be impossible to you to imagine. But it makes sense to some of us in here because we see tech holding 134s. As long as this thing is green, this has it. This will always have a chance. Vice versa, too. If this is ever red or, looking really bad, It's pretty good chances this is trying to do the same. It's just getting the rest of the pieces of the pie to kind of fix in with that. If they don't go the same direction as tech, it doesn't really help it. If it goes against tech, then of course SPY is going to have some wicking on it because it's got very unstable sectors trading inside of it. Not everything's playing well together. Why did I just open SPY twice? Keep this open. Kind of keeping my left eye open on here again. I want to go back to just SPY, but I kind of like watching both. That Mo gave us Mo, didn't it? I don't know why I was trying to say Moo. Good shit though, Carter. Did you get in that? I'm happy if you did. Triple Q's, new high of day plus XOK. Good looks, Maddie. Maddie Clams. I like saying Maddie Clams and Maddie Ice. I like saying their whole name when I see their name. It's like saying Sir Lord. Oh. What a fucking stream so far, dude. It's only been an hour almost. Oh. I feel like we've witnessed so much, and then I look at these and I'm like, man, we actually haven't moved that much yet. I would like to say, though, it is a little scary how I posted this yesterday. I said 656 to 659 is the target for SPY if this bounce continues. That was at 2 o'clock. That is an hour before close. You're telling me this shit jumps up to hit this all overnight? Remember, that's the level we're at right now. That's the same area that's right here. This one. The only reason these two are marked off, and these have been labeled this way for a very long time, even before we broke this one and before we even thought that we were going to get to this one, these were marked off like this because of how many times we've seen buyer dips hold on them. This one over here to the left has a lot more than that, but it's just not shown. But it makes sense if we were to ever like get a buyer reaction or a relief bounce, meaning we kind of expect it to still be a little bit more rough waters, but it is finally time for it to get some relief bounce because if you just sell too much, that's impossible. It can't do that. So probably just reached some sort of max range it had and then started bouncing. But overall, we did see most sectors recover right here. Staples even slowed down. Energy slowed down to help confirm this on the outside of that. But again, just kind of crazy that we were in 630s basically. And here we are rejecting right here in just 2 days. It's just kind of crazy to look back at that and think about what just happened. Like, cool, we had that marked off, but I can't lie. That was an impressive 2 days of just going up. Yes, I did have 2 cons sold at both our targets. I like that. I like how you worded that. Upgraded the trading setup last night. What'd you do? I'm just observing and think up loud. I'll shut up in a minute. No, you're good, Maddie Clams. I actually appreciate it because I'm literally doing the same thing. So if nobody else is doing it, I will go crazy. So please feel free to keep sharing your thoughts. If anybody in here is scared, dude, don't be scared. Just share your thoughts. I'm not going to bite. I'm not going to bite hard. You'll send it to me? Banks, ouch. Ooh, good looks. Son of a bitch, Banks. What's good, by the way, Letterbuck? I know you were already in here, but I love you. I was doing really good, and I've been doing it really bad since. Well, whenever anyone comes to my stream and tells me that, I always just tell them to reset. I feel like, because I don't want to sit here and go over, you should have done this, you should have done that, you should have done this, you should have done that. Like, I'm not going to micromanage you. But reset, give yourself a couple days to kind of get back into the swing of things, and then make sure you're going through your prep. Make sure you're reviewing. I know that anytime I see someone struggling, I always try to remind them, hey, like, are you even looking back at what you did? And if so, great. Make sure you're also prepping before as well. You know, and if you're doing all that, that's great. Maybe you do just need that reset. And you do need to try your best to keep your losses as small as possible without scaring you out of good trades, if that makes sense. I know some of you know what I mean when I say that. Showing in some calls light. What a way to type that. Calls light. That's the new way to spell calls. CAWLS. For sure, just speak in my mind. No, you're good, bro. This is the place to do that. Don't be scared. We're not here to. Oh my god, this Matthew guy's fucking losing while we're winning. What a loser. Like, no, bro. And that probably makes it feel even shittier, too, because, like, everyone around you doing so good. But in all honesty, like, that's another thing that you could try to work on, like, inside of you is, like, I don't even know what to do on that to get better at that. I've never really had that issue because I always kind of get hyped when I see people do well. And maybe you're the same way. But I always like that doesn't ever affect me because I really like when like if I see someone doing better on like a swing that I called out, like they got 20% more, 30% more, like I'm almost like holy fuck, like it almost motivates me. It does the opposite. It motivates me to want to try to recreate that and then do what they just did. You know, I want to do better on my swing next time. It's almost like a small competition with yourself to do better. And you can't do better if you're, you know, having these moments where you have a great day and then the next day you're having like a completely just dog water day. Another big thing, and I know you hear me say this a shit ton of times since you're here in the streams because I see you all the time. Um, don't trade every day. You know, it is honestly incredible how much that has helped me. I think some people hear that and they just write it off because it sounds like super basic, you know, surface level advice. But I'm being serious. Trading less has been such an impactful thing for me. A fight is definitely on. XOK and Triple Qs are at overnight fib extension levels. Spies at CDO. Give us more info. Good shit, guys. These are really good updates, by the way. I haven't really seen, if you've been mentioning like the sectors and stuff and like how things are playing together or against each other recently, I haven't really seen anything that's off the handle. Like anything that's like, no, that's wrong, which is good. I mean, it's kind of hard to be wrong because we're just going over things we're seeing, but just like, I feel like it's easy to fake yourself out and just invent things that aren't actually there. So it's a really good thing if you're taking this step by step and just kind of going over it. But the sectors too, anybody struggling, like if you're not using your sectors to help you, you know, with direction, you're tripping balls. I'm being serious. Your sectors are very important. Banks are acting hungover and bipolar, think it's getting its mind right. I will say the ones that are struggling are like pretty close to previous state close. You see banks right there? I think it's the same on C. Yeah, C's previous state close is right there. And V, not even close. They're bouncing off to 50%. So I will say those two that are struggling, F and C, they are fighting previous state close. It's not game over yet for those. It just looks like shit because that's an obvious lower high of that dip. And the timing of those dips did not help this chart. This was trying to go up while all that was happening, which does impact this. So you can see, like, it's like, you see, it looks like someone got their hand on it right here and hand right here, and they're just squeezing it together like a sandwich, while this one doesn't have any hands on around it. It is holding the potential lead test fib as well on like the 5 minute, 10 minute. Looking pretty good on that. Looks a little crazy now in the 1 minute. Honestly, too, if you guys are ever like done trading and you're just kind of chilling watching charts, zoom out to a larger time frame that you don't normally watch it on. Like if you normally chill on the 5, go to the 10 or the 30. So relaxing. Price action feels a little cleaner. Also, I would like to point out now that I'm here on the 30 minute, I can talk my talk. The first candle of the day is a 50-50 candle, and we're still inside of it. So this little indecisive feeling that we all have is valid as fuck, actually. Not just because of the sectors, but you could see it here on SPY itself. Mm. I was like, wait, that's not the right chart. We recharted like every chart I had yesterday on like stream for SPY. That was funny. Good updates, by the way. Carter and Letter loving it. Oh god, I already yawned once. Holy shit, dude! Altria bounced hard. It's already back at 65 almost after going below 64. Yeah, the MO chart looks crazy on the daily now. That's a big ass hammer. Don't we have data tomorrow and Friday too? Yeah, but the data's not as important right now because of everything else that's been happening. Like, that's why I haven't even been mentioning it to you guys because it's just not that important. People were like, oh, Powell's talking at this college the other day. I'm like, it's really not that important. If he's not talking about interest rate, no one cares. And even then, they might still not care because of what's going on. We know inflation is worse. If you guys don't know that, if you haven't heard that yet, guess what? It's worse. Which, that was pretty obvious. So they can't really do anything because they were in a seat where they were about to lower things again. And now that inflation spiked, it's like, oh, well, we have a reason to not change things again. Which makes us have to hear Trump talk shit to Powell all over again. If the Iran thing is coming to a close soon. If that goes on for a long time, I will be impressed. It is good to still note that, though. I don't want to discredit what you just said. Let's see. Oh my lord. I did not think I would see all this red on here. Amazon's cloud business damaged an Iran strike. What? Also, holy shit, the extreme fear or the oh, that's crypto. It's at 8. Holy 16 on the market. So for crypto, it's even crazier. Damn, it's like buy the dip on crypto then. I'm just kidding. I do like anybody in here who's just dollar cost averaging. I still think it's a great time to do that. I've stand on that the last 2 weeks. I will continue to stand on that. Oh, my bad. I was what Carter said. So there was some today, but you already saw that the ISM stuff. Tomorrow's trade balance jobless claims, which I guess that is kind of important, but like I said, I just think it's under highlighted because of the other things that's going on. Not that it's not important, it's just the other things are just way more important. Service PMI on this is Friday, I think. Yeah. Other half of that on Monday. Oh wait, that's not Monday. No, it is Monday. Isn't there a holiday soon? Am I tripping? April 3rd. I knew I wasn't tripping. It's this Friday. Yeah, I mean, my brain is like mush this morning. I'm impressed I've gotten this far. Keep it on a chain that ain't like me. Are you kidding me? Bueller dot trade. Damn, that would fake people out. That's not spelled wrong at all. There's just a dot. I'm pretty sure that guy got banned, but I'll go double check. Yeah, they already got him. Easter. This Friday's market's closed. Yeah. Which means what, guys? If you trade all your money Thursday, it's not going to settle till Monday. So don't blow your load Thursday if you plan to trade Monday. I remember I had to learn the hard end of that. Actually, that might not be that bad. Monday you might be fine, even if you do trade everything Thursday. I think it's only when there's something that's on Monday. Or maybe I have that backwards. I don't even remember now. My brain's mush. But yeah, Friday. No market. Finally. Been waiting a minute for this. Oh, my bad, Carter. Oh. Damn, this is kind of fire. I like the mouse pad a lot. I like that picture in the background. Or painting. I don't know what that is. It looks nice, though. The mount. Oh, I like how the monitors are mounted. That is clean. Is that what I think that is? That Apple box? Every time I see those, I see they're in like videos of people showing like AI, like trading with AI, and it's always a box of that. Is that like the cloud storage or whatever the hell it's called? Oh my god, the sideways. Oh, that is so sick. I'm looking at the second one now. This is a fire setup. This reminds me of one of my old friend's setups. Low key, you might have a better setup to me. Here, I'll show it on stream, guys, so y'all can see. If that's cool with Carter. It's the Mac Mini. I don't know. I love it. Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, hey, son, are you winning? What's up, Fipo? I see. I was like, somebody in chat said it too. I said AI trading, and he woke up. Yeah, same, Maddie. I forgot about it too. I'm totally over my head. You can share. I don't care, bet. I don't like to do without people's fish. It is a little weird. I do have a pretty big number of people in my chat that like to keep it low key, incognito type vibes, and I totally understand that. Open link. Check out Carter's setup. I just realized the tape measure. That caught my eye, and then this is cool. We need something right here. This feels naked, or maybe you like it like that. Oh, guys, money! Everybody, reach into the picture and grab it. How much are we working with? Oh, I can't see. Enhance. Those look like ones. Bro's been at the strip. See, this is sick. That actually like uses the screen like the most productive it can too. Discord into a couple charts into a bunch of stuff he likes to look at, and then he's still got another one to mess around with if he wants to like hands-on fuck with a bunch of stuff. That's cool. That low key is better than my setup. You don't need anything fancy, but that shit right there, that was fire. Nice, Carter. I'm not gonna lie, that's 10 out of 10. Oh, that was before. Okay, that makes more sense. I was like, cause yeah, something didn't seem right. Yeah, my brain's off. Only 3.5 hours of sleep will do that to you. That is very rad. You waited a long time to upgrade it. Ooh, it probably makes it feel even better then. Plus, you've been getting some good trades. You know, you deserved it. Now to make it count. Now to put it to use. Hopefully. Did he just say, hopefully? Thank you guys for all the likes, by the way. I forgot to thank you guys. Over 20 likes on the stream. Again, that is normally just our daily goal. I appreciate each and every one of you. I love you guys. Fuck yes. You guys are the best. Exactly. I had to prove more to myself before I spent more money on it. I respect that. I respect that. I figured that's what you did because just, that's just who you are. I feel that. I feel that. Plus, it feels better because it actually feels like you earned it instead of just going and getting it. Anybody could swipe the credit card, but could you earn it? Oh my god, dude! Look at MO in the daily. That thing completely reversed. See, that's why you don't get greedy. I could have been sitting here feeling like shit and been like, "Oh, I could have made 20 more bucks per con, 30 bucks more con." Imagine if I just kept holding. I'd be crying. So it does feel like shit when you're missing out on more gains, but it feels even more like shit when you're losing. Do I trade any futures? No, but there are plenty of people in my chat who do. And I look at a lot of the things that relate to futures, so it's not like if you're looking at futures, what I'm going to say won't help you, or I'm not that I won't, not that I'm trying to help you, but just yeah, the sectors I look at and everything I look at does still help me with looking at the futures if I wanted to, but no, I don't trade them. But you can still get some good information that will help you on the futures. There's some pretty cool people in the chat who trade futures, though. There's even a futures channel for people who want to do that. Not even like a paid channel. It's literally just if people trade them, they can talk together in that channel. It's not the most active channel, though, I'll be honest. But there are people in the chat who trade it, yes. Nothing we do here conflicts with like looking at that. I think some people get like a barrier in their head when they see stuff like that. They're like, "Oh, well, he's not doing exactly what I'm doing, so I can't hear that." I mean, that's fine if that's your focus. SPY and ES are correlated, so are triple Q and NQ. That's why I said we. Okay, bet. No, yeah, that's totally cool. No, I don't trade futures though. I have investments in long-term shares. I'm not in crypto. I am not in futures, and I trade options on the side. Hence why you don't see me calling out every 15 minutes like some tweaker. I like to provide shit tons of updates though. I won't lie. I do like to sit here and just kind of get the nitty gritty of like, why is SPY going up or why isn't it going up? Like right now, tech's doing really good. Why aren't these flipping? Oh, tech was doing really good. They kind of slowed down now, but it's not really their fault. Nothing else is really helping them. Everything else is kind of teetering off or slowing down. Healthcare finally recovered, but that's an outlier. When it comes to the FYC trying to help tech, they're either just holding or they're falling. Nothing's really going up. Tech was trying to go up. So a little bit of a struggle there. And it's hurting the SPY chart, making a little bit indecisive, which I won't lie to you. If you were to say, Bueller, how much movement do you think we today? I'd say that we'd get less than yesterday. I feel like anybody could have guessed that. but I also just think we're going to get less than even maybe Monday, just because there's a big news event that people are looking forward to now. Trump news, 9 p.m. tonight. So I just think we'll have a smaller range. I don't think it's necessarily bullish or bearish, But on the larger time frames, I would like to point out we are against the exact area that we said if we started recovering at all at any point. I don't even like to guess. We'll probably go up towards this area. We just did that in 2 days. That's so fucking insane. I'm not even sitting here going like, look, I called that out. Look at it, my target. No, I'm genuinely like, holy shit, that happened in 2 days. If you would have said 4 or 5 days, I would have agreed with you. 2 days? That's nuts. It just shows the impact of all the stuff going on, all the Iran news. Yeah, we're against resistance right now, so I want to see if we're going to poke our head into that at all. Just so we all remember, it's not just some random zone I'm drawing. This is where we drew this for months and months and months, and we bounced on it many, many, many times. It's the same thing as 675, 678. You guys might have forgotten about this area because we've been up here so long, but it's the same damn thing. So we already got up to that one, which is kind of impressive. A little bit of a struggle now. If tech can go up higher, or if anything can help tech move higher, then I don't see why SPY doesn't move up. Vice versa as well. If things start to fade out and tech starts to give up finally, then I don't see why that doesn't dump. But you need a couple more parameters for it to dump a little bit more. Thank you guys again for the likes. Sorry if I sound like I'm low energy. I am not joking. I am on low energy. Trying my best to not be a Debbie Downer. Be a negative Nancy, you know what I'm saying? New high of day. Damn, Sandollar, I literally just said that. Welcome to the stream, though. Better late than never. Trump speech tonight. Yes, sir. Thank you for the double warning. 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 Welcome, though, Sandollar. Good to see you, brother. Bro, did you see the Oklo chart? I haven't checked on the thing in a minute, and I went through it on my watch list. That thing is crazily down this year. Like, since January. That thing is in the, like, huge value area. I mean, I'm not getting any of it yet, but it's just like, that's a crazy looking chart. Good morning and happy Holy Wednesday. What is up, brother? How is Uncle Sandollar doing? You know, some people have Uncle Sam. We have Uncle Sand. Crazy good downer. Let's do it again. I knew you'd be happy to hear that. When I saw it down that much, I was like, oh my god, I need to make sure I don't miss the next time Sandollar breathes this word out of his mouth. Anybody in chat see this MF or type OKLO? Pay attention. There are people in my chat that are like specifically good at like a couple tickers. This is one of his tickers. Like, he owns this shit. I'm not even overhyping it either. The day I see this man type Oklo is the day I just blindly get in. Y'all probably should not do that, but I'm just saying. I have a lot of belief in when he finally brings it back up, because that shit was a pain in my side missing out on the first time. I've had to wait a very long time to see it do this. Yeah, MU is genuinely a reversal of fortune and hit target. Yeah, I agree. Tomorrow's the last day of the trading week and Holy Thursday. Yes, sir. No market Friday. Don't blow y'all's load on Thursday. Oh, my dog's trying to kick down my door. It's legit like 3 in the morning, and my dog Lily's like, it's time to play. Huh, you want to play? You're so spoiled, you know that? You're the most spoiled dog I've ever had. And I love it. UAE reversed its position and wants to get into the fight against Iran. Jesus. That's why I found it so hard to believe that things were winding down, because if you just pay attention to the news without having like a biased ass political mind trying to defend or attack the current president, which is just some honestly really dumb trend that most people use, you would see that troops were being fucking like deployed, and like have been in motion for a while now. I wouldn't say that you could have called the war, but it's just crazy to me how many people saw that it was impossible that it could happen. UAE is also looking at minesweeping. Jesus. Imagine a pain in the ass of a job that has to be. How scary that would be. What's the name of that one movie where he defuses bombs? The guy who plays in the Avengers movies, the Arrow guy. What is that movie called? That's a good ass movie. Head in the sand, no pun intended. Hurt Locker, there you go. Yeah, Hurt Locker. That's a good ass movie. That's what he reminded me of. That's the last I'm picking if I'm enlisted. Yeah. Make up any excuse I can to not have that as my job. In the war of 2030 when all of us are enlisted. Where is Tesla? Yeah, if you mess up, you don't know. Yeah. I mean, I guess that's. I'm not even going to get into it, actually. Thought the Navy had dolphin minesweepers. Hurt Locker, so yeah, Jeremy Renner, yeah. That guy's good enough. That movie is really, really good. Tesla, where is Tesla? Tesla's on the uppity up. Oh no, I'm yawning now. GG. Good night. Damn, their low of day is the 50% of this whole dip. 4 days. 2 days. I just wanted to see what the drawdown fibs were. That is disgusting how accurate that was today. Where's the 50% of the gap then? Is it close? Oh my god, that could have been such a clean little watch. Just like highlight that and watch that. It perfectly held it. Damn. Damn, damn, damn. Go to SPY again. I don't want to just stare at SPY though. It's kind of making me fall asleep. Honestly, all of this is making me fall asleep. Trump news tonight. I'm definitely not swinging anything. So if you're looking for a swing today, you're tripping. I'm not doing that. Trump could come out and say God knows what. So I think I will avoid that pain. Let the market digest whatever he has to say and try to finish out the week. Thursday might be a bad day to trade though, just because we have actually had pretty good trading all week. With the talking tonight, maybe it gives us a really, really good day tomorrow, though, at the same time. You can't downplay when people like Trump or Powell speak. They have impact. VCX 40-point swing. Jesus. Thank you guys again for all the thumbs up. Hitting 30 likes back to back in the same week is honestly kind of impressive. Thank you guys again for making that even possible. And holy, Intel's still up 9%. Google's up 3%. Test 2.4, Eli Lilly 1.6, AMD 4%. Oh my god, who saw my chart in chat yesterday? Who knows where this bounced from again? Is it going to load? Oh, it's this chart. I was saying how insane that we're still seeing AMD hold this 50%. We only called it out once here. Way the F back there. But look at all this consolidation holding it now. It's crazy. The 50% of this large-ass gap has been so insanely important. The U.S. Navy uses trained bottlenose dolphins to detect and mark underwater mines. I'm not even honestly surprised by that because those dolphins are pretty MFing smart. The fact that an animal can even be trained to do that is crazy. Monkeys and cats and shit in space. And then you got dolphins detecting mines underwater. What a life we live in. 99% of AI is like LLMs. At least the ones that consumers use. Dude, it is hitting me now that I didn't sleep long. It's finally hitting. I gotta push through to lunch, eat some lunch, survive to late, fall asleep early. Don't take a nap. Taking a nap would ruin it. Imagine the great sleep you could have tonight. Damn, that Tesla chart's super clean. Just going back and seeing the drawdown fib and then the gap 50%. How's that coin doing? Did pretty good yesterday. A bit of a reset candle today. Never forget the Soviet Union sent that dead dog into space back in the day. Yeah. Satellite warfare as well. Elon's winning that one. New high of day again. It's about the only update I can give. Tech still doing really well. Other sectors struggling to perform a little bit more. Though there has been some recovery in a lot of them, but as you can see on that left side, like banks are just slightly green, comm slightly green. Healthcare and discretionary are doing pretty good. Staples recovered a little bit of that dip. I say a little bit, it's actually a pretty good chunk of it. Energy, of course, red. But it does look like a lot of the sectors are working together to try to move up slowly here. It's just nothing super exciting visually. Not that it's supposed to be exciting. I just like to explain that for anybody in here who might just be like, "Oh man, this sucks," or "Look how slow this is." Like it's bullish. It's really slow, and it's just the sector's timing. They weren't all working together to go up in the beginning. Whereas now a lot more of them are trying. But it's like, dude, tech already did its move. Like it might not move more. We'll see though. Tech's still doing fine. Now it's like that weird timing where it's like, well, tech might slow down and all these might go up. It's like now we're getting the opposite of what we had, if that happens. But it's just that'd be funny. Soviet Union members are complaining about the internet being choked and cut off amid concerns that they are helping Ukrainian drones. Soviet Union members complaining about internet being choked. Dude, I feel that though. I complain anytime my internet spikes. Imagine you're in the middle of a war and your internet spiked. Oof. And you actually are like relying on it. Not that I'm feeling pity for Soviet Union members. It's just like, dude, imagine that fear. You know, Wi-Fi cutting off for you and me means one completely different thing. Wi-Fi cutting off for them, completely different thing. That's a whole other fear. Just thinking about that for a second. Oh no, I only have 2 bars here, bro. The drone's not going to connect. Legit concerns. People post dumb stuff that gets people targeted, especially social media. Yeah, social media is a dirty place. Seems lately when we gap up / down, the market consolidates or moves slow for the first 1 or 2 parts a day. Yeah, I think that is right. Actually, that feels right. What Soviet Union members is this? 2026 or 1991? True. Soviet Sandollar is a little older than us, Lilu. So he's probably gonna say the Soviet Union. Because I mean, if you think about it, it's still the same communism over there. Let's not joke ourselves. It's just a different name. But true. Data J, pull up the data on anytime we gap up or down in the market. Do we consolidate after the first 2 parts of the day? Dun, 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 dun. What's up? Joined yesterday. Welcome, Sebastian. I would say your last name, but I feel like I would abuse it, and I feel like that something you don't want to hear. I feel like I would. Let's try it. Let's try it. Sebastian Krisiak. Krisiak. I feel like it's pronounced differently. That sounds tough as fuck, though. Yeah, I'm from the Krisiak clan. Really like to approach your trade. Really like your approach to trading. Happy I found a community that enjoys trading and is not filled with a bunch of fake gurus. I mean, I don't want to act like I'm the opposite of a fake guru, though. Like, I definitely sit here and go over stuff, but it's just because I'm passionate about the way I look at things. If you happen to enjoy that as well, awesome. But I'm not going to force that onto you. Like, I'm not going to sit here and be like, wait, you made money today and it wasn't off the back of my call out? Get out of my chat. You know, that's how a lot of people act nowadays, and I don't want to do that. If people want to make their own trades based on what they're looking at, that makes me more happy because that's not just a member of a chat. Like that's an actual leader in the chat now, and there's so many people like that. So it's hard to talk that way now. But I appreciate that, Sebastian. Thank you so much, man. I really do hope you are enjoying your time here. I try my best to be positive. I have my downs as well. I'm not perfect. I've gotten, like, in the past, we've had trolls and people, but I do have bipolar, so things do fuck with me. You know, there is a human on the other side of this stream, so I try my best to vent it out and not bring that into the community or bring that into the chat. Just kind of keep it as positive as I can. But I'm not perfect. I am nowhere near. I believe Data J just has to make verbal requests for his AI module to produce results. Yeah, I believe he calls it Jarvis or something. I can't remember the name. Jarvis, pull up pre-market high stats. Would you like just over the last 10 years, sir? Nah, give me the last 40. Give me since World War II. Naming your AI Jarvis just so you can talk to it would be weird and a flex at the same time. Ask the AI module what time Trump will tweet next. Got my wins for the morning. Played the retake / retest of CDO to high of day. Then pretty much the same move to the next high of day. Steady move up after holding CDO. Yeah, I won't lie. That has been another thing that's kind of kept me from being just like overall like doom mode just because we're against a good resistance right here. It's because of how fucking clean this was. Not just over this lead test here, but like Carter said, the current day open. If we delete everything on this chart, let's just go to a different chart. If we delete everything on this chart and you only have the 3 key levels that you should have every day, you should only have 2 every day, but if you have a gap, you have 3. Hold up, I'm trying to get to PDCP. Not that it matters, but you know, the devil in me is like, dude, market. Previous day close up to the open, and that's about it. So just marking the key levels today, the ones that we use for up or down direction. We didn't even go to the second one. We went below the first one for 1 candle. Since then, liquidity grab, higher low. Nice, huge ass 50-50 candle right here. But it's holding a good level after higher lows. So you got a little bit of context there. And it just kind of picks up. So I could totally see why someone would definitely trust that, Carter. Good looks, dude. That takes a lot of confidence to do that, though. Because visually, these candles suck ass. Like, most of these candles suck ass. But where they're holding, where they're potentially going, like the high of day, like you said, you're not aiming for, like, you're not looking at it holding here and going, wow, I'm going to hold this to 700. You know, so I think that was very mature of you. Also, great confidence on your part, because that could not have been easy, just because visually, this is a hard chart to look at. Very fucking sick, dude. Can we get some W Carters in the chat? W Carter. The importance of directional levels, exactly. Preach. If you struggle today, just review and get more reps for real. Exactly, reps. Mental reps. We don't care. If you're getting your reps and you're actually getting real trades, you know, make sure you are reviewing. And if you're taking trades and not preparing, like, you know, setting up something beforehand to base off of, you're kind of just gambling. Because if you're making up things on the fly, it's kind of hard to go back and review and be like, well, this is what I base it off of. No, you didn't. You just said you were randomly entering. So it's good. You got to have that before, the during, and the after. I bet there's a correlation between time he tweets versus market movement. Oh, 100% there is. Just like when Powell opens his mouth, you know, the market's going to move. Even if he comes out and says his favorite color is purple, you know, it doesn't matter. It's going to move. They have great impact, especially when talking about actually, you know, important matters right now. Like if Powell's talking about interest rates or if Trump's talking about Iran, you know, those are like 10 times even more impactful. He's not just talking about his favorite color being purple now. You know, now he's talking about a super important topic. And, you know, we could sit here and we could tinfoil hat, you know, if they actually go into a fucking private Discord call, hang out and say what they're going to do before the market's open. But let's be honest here, guys. I don't think they're that organized. I think they're just that stupid. So that's why we see so much volatile news when people come out and say such crazy things. Not even just talking about Trump or Powell. Like, there's been plenty of presidents in the past that have done the same. Also, I don't like to badmouth Powell. During COVID and even after COVID, it was really hard to get like clear news out of either president, from Obama to Trump to Biden back to Trump. It's been almost impossible to get clear signs of what they actually are trying to do when it comes to like the markets. And all three of them had great performances on the market. Don't get me wrong, but it was never clear. Whereas Powell, he didn't really lie. You know, if you were actually listening to what Powell said, he said, "No, we're going to try to bring things down when we actually have data that supports it." We didn't have data that supported for a very long time. And then, of course, right before this Iran shit, data started looking really good. We lowered the interest rates just a hair. We look like we're going to try to do some more in the near future, especially since the inflation wasn't too bad, job data wasn't too bad. Then this stuff happened. Now inflation's worse, energy prices up. So, of course, the Fed are going to be a little less impactful right now because they need things to kind of work again for them to be back in the talks. Can't really do anything with interest rates if inflation's flying off the handle. At least that's what the Fed is stating. Again, I don't know that. I'm just stating what I've been what we hear. I would not say I am smart in that topic, but I'm aware of every little detail and parameter that needs to be done for the interest rates. That's just the general gist of it. That's the baby down version. Man, what a week, dude. This week has been so good. God, I love my Twitter algo. It's like just the most random shit. Like, here, I gotta show y'all this. This is just funny. Just so you see what I'm laughing at, because it's not like I'm laughing at anything that's actually funny. But mortars are a very big annoying thing in this game. I've been playing Battlefield 6. I played here and there. And this guy's video is fucking hilarious. Each of these things in the sky are mortars from a player on the map. It looks like a fucking. It looks like a kill streak on Call of Duty's going on. I mean, this is just a scary sight, bro. What am I even looking at? And now for the best part of any video, the comment section. Skill issue. Recon drones take them out. How do people not know? Brother, there's like 60,000 of them. Yeah. That was literally how my face was looking at that. I know y'all can't hear it, but just so you could see what I was laughing at. That was pretty good. I need to play some more of that on stream one day. We did it like twice. Of course, after all the productivity in here, the efficient part of the stream is over. But that game is so much fun. What is everybody's hobbies in here? What do y'all do? I think the other day we asked about extreme hobbies, but we could just ask about normal hobbies today. Do y'all have any cool hobbies or weird hobbies or any odd end hobbies or just, whatever? What do you guys do to kill time or to have fun? Some of you are going to be like, I have a family. I have no time for that. Fair enough. What do you guys do, though, for hobbies? I do my best. That's my boring hobby. Not very invested. Good morning, Josh, to the chat members. I love to sing and cook. Ooh, there you go. What kind of things do you like to sing? Golf, game, trade. All you need. Play Halo Infinite. Is that the game that all those streamers are reviving right now? Is that the one I saw everyone on? I saw one of the Halos get revived because like all the big streamers jumped on Halo to play custom games or something. Is that the one they got on? I don't know what it is, but there's big streamers like reviving all kinds of games right now, and I'm not complaining. Sing Hindi, Indian music, old time melodies. Damn, okay. It's pretty cool. It's very unique. Like in a good way, not like, oh my god, that's weird. No, like it is in a good way. To have fun and kill time. Watch BB Theory and or leave the stream up for background noise while I clean the house. LOL. But my main hobby is camping and jet skiing with my girlfriend. Damn, those are pretty damn good hobbies. Camping is a vibe. Keeping the girlfriend happy, it's a vibe. Damn, jet skis. Or do you personally own them, or do you just go and rent them whenever you go? Because I feel like everybody I've known that's owned a jet ski always sells it within like a couple years, including my own like family. Oh, water's so good. I fucking love water. Water is the greatest thing, I swear. I'd go to war for water. I think so. 343 Bungie is no longer supporting Halo. Yeah, very depressing scenes for Halo. And it's all their fault, too. It's all the developers' fault. It has nothing to do with anyone else. Or not the developers, or maybe it is the developers. Whoever runs the game, because they ran that thing into the ground. They had everything working for them, too. They had everyone thinking that it would come back and be really good, and then it came back out, and it's like, yeah, we don't even have every game mode, sorry. That was a big letdown. Which kind of sucks because I feel like even for people like me who didn't play like just Halo, it still sucks to see because it's like that's such an epic name just going down. That'd be like watching Apple be take off the stock market. It's like what? I just could never believe that. But back then, that's how big Halo was. You just never thought it could go down like that. Now franchises and developers do it like it's nothing. They'll come out with a game that's really great, and then it just goes to shit super quick. First 3-4 months. It just happened with the latest COD and Battlefield. I glaze Battlefield, but it's doing pretty bad too. It's crazy. People are finding more enjoyment in like different kinds of games now. Like when Arc Raiders came out, that was such a great timing for that to come out. I don't even play that, but it's nice to see like a different kind of thing come out, like an extraction shooter blow up. You know, that's crazy. I felt like that scene needed a game to blow up. What's another one? There's like indie games with like Stardew Valley. Like there's all kinds of like crazy games where it's like one developer or something. Like those are that's where people are flocking to now. They're not really staying on the big games anymore. There's good and bad with that. I bought two last year for us. Damn. Two stroke that was fully refurbished, and the second one is a 2002 stroke that I rebuilt the motor on and plan to keep. Okay. Mr. Huckett's super capable. I grew up on the lake. And, oh, okay, never mind. This kid could literally survive everything. I say kid, my bad. You're not a kid. This guy could literally survive an apocalypse. We're all going to Huckett's place, whatever things go over. Everyone mark it on your GPSs right now. Huckett's Lake House. Apocalypse begins, head there. Reliving my childhood dreams. Parents never talked about jet skis too, because yeah, I mean they can be, but yeah, they are fun as hell. I won't lie. That's very cool that you got some for yourself though, and actually like use them. Because I know a lot of people who've gotten them and then used them like a couple times and then they sell them. But you seem to be having a lot of fun with it. You're a big child now. Those are the best kind of people though. The best people are like the ones who act like they're still children even though they're grown ass adults. Those are the best people. Talking about Halo made me feel old. I didn't know that game is still around. Yeah. Well, around is a different kind of word for it, but it's because all these big streamers are reviving all kinds of games right now. But yeah, they've been playing Halo for like custom games, I think. And they made people want to download and play it again. People are going back to the old Call of Duties too, which is crazy. You can't go back to all of them though. There's like hacks and stuff. Yeah, crazy scenes for the gaming industry. Game developers went from maximizing fun to maximizing extraction. They really did. They really did. It's honestly, they all tried to copy Fortnite too much. Fortnite had so much success that all these games thought they had to do the same thing. From battle passes to, extra paid content after the full game's already out. DLC is one thing, but then there's like paying $40 for an in-game currency to buy a $20 skin. Like it's crazy what people buy on some of these games. I mean, I can't talk much shit, but it is still crazy. Yeah, the gaming industry's definitely gotten weird, but I kind of like how some of it's spread out to like some of the smaller stuff too. Like I really love the fact that like a game like Stardew Valley has like 50 million downloads or 10 million downloads. I can't remember, but like that was a single developer. Like his wife was supporting him while he was jobless. Bro comes out with what most people would argue is the best selling game in a long time. Like that's crazy. That's a big fu to huge game developers because it's like they're using all these resources. They can't even get half that guy's sales. Now imagine more and more games came out like that, or like a smaller art studio and they released a game like Arc Raiders. It'll feel like a little more diluted because you're not looking at Halo, Battlefield, Call of Duty. You're really looking at like different titles now. Everything's a little bit more spread out now. It's not just in 3 lanes; it's in 100 different lanes now. Some of the lanes are a little bit bigger, but there's a lot more of them now, which I think is a good thing. But when it comes to the bigger gaming developers, it is going to hurt them a little, and they're going to have to probably do what they've been doing, just being worse and worse and just trying to extract as much money as they can, which is technically their job. Whereas back then, it was more about, like you guys said, for entertainment, making an epic game. Got to focus on work. Appreciate the time as always. Y'all hit that like button. I appreciate you, bro. Have a great day. And yeah, I don't blame you. The market's not moving too much here. Even on the 5 minute here, look how many small candles we have right here. Small body candles. Good to see you though, Carter. Thanks for showing up, bro. Thanks for hanging around for my TED Talk. Yeah, 31 likes is nuts. Thank you guys again. Seriously, the support on the channel on everything is always amazing to me. I've never sat here and been like, wow, I want more. Like, I love that we get like 20, 30 people. I love that we keep just sticking between that number because it's just like, I don't know. It feels more small knit community vibes. Like, you actually remember people's names. You actually remember things about them, things they've said, things they're looking at. I don't know. I think that's why I like it more. We can look now. JC, my bad. Did you mention it? I didn't see. I feel like an ass if you did. What's up, Baros? You're the man. No, you. No, you. Where did you say it? Am I blind? Huh. If you mentioned it before, I'm sorry. Holy. All right. First, my eyes are instantly locked onto this large ass gap. I just want to see the 50% of it. Is this all time high? No. Close enough. I was going to draw the supply there, but I kind of want to draw that on the weekly. Just so it's not so ugly. Yeah, let's just do drawdown weekly. High to low. High to low. Just so I have something underneath so it's not so naked. It's a weird way to say that, but yeah. And then just glancing at this high just to kind of see it. I'm not going to keep this level marked just to show you where I'm looking. It is kind of interested to see it's just over that recent high with room to 48. What was all-time high? 62. I don't know if that counts. What does it look like on the daily? Okay, it's like the original spike. All right, fair enough. Yeah, I probably do need to be more focused on this right here. Sorry, my dog's tweaking. Honestly, I don't know what else to look at on this. It just looks like a stock that wants to go to all-time high. I just say that mainly because it's got this move up from earnings, and it's actually holding the earnings move. Can't really cover much on this. I'm not going to lie. I feel a little weird looking at this one. It's just super bullish. It's a consumer discretionary. Giga Cloud Technology. NASDAQ listed, operates end-to-end business-to-business e-commerce marketplace for large parcel merchandise, such as furniture. It connects manufacturers primarily in Asia with resellers in the US and Europe, integrating product listings, payments, and logistics. So they're scalping big items. The company was formerly known as Oriental Standard Human Resources. How do they go from that to GigaCloud Technology? That's a crazy leap in names. Yeah, they buy and sell bulky, non-standardized items such as furniture, appliances, and fitness equipment. And then they sell it to the US and Europe for more. That is pretty Giga Chad, so I can see the name there. Headquartered in California, but it's Asia selling to Europe and NA. What an interesting company. Yeah, I don't really know what else to say besides that. Just feels like it wants to try to go all-time high. It just feels weird to say that when I'm looking at SPY so much. And you look at a chart like this. Not a bad find though, JC. That's a pretty cool sounding company just from the little bit I gathered there quickly. Imagine this chart was SPY at like 650s, like pushing to 700. Like holding, and we know it's holding, not just touching it. That would look even better. You're in this? Like shares or options? I would assume shares. Yeah, shares. Okay. This felt like a shares play, like an equity play. I don't know if that'd be good to get options on that. Good looks, though. That doesn't sound like a bad company. I would do something, though. I would look up, like for your sake, and you should do this with everything you own, you should look up how much of its sector it owns. And I don't mean like on SPY. I mean like it does e-commerce stuff. So how much of that sector is it? And you can Google that. And then you want to look at its competitors. How are they performing? You know, so if you're going to watch that one, make sure you also watch the others. Just to kind of have good awareness on it. Plus the market. You know, if let's say the market's just selling off because of news and you're freaking out on your stock pick, it's not the same because it's not like your company's failing, it's the overall market. So you have to also understand the difference in that. Is it dropping because of this or is it dropping because of that? You could get with this or you could get with that. Who remembers that hamster commercial? Or what were they? Gerbils? Or hamsters? I swear they were just big hamsters. You know, when commercials were like actually kind of fire? New Hive Day again. Oh my god, my calls are on point today. Just kidding. I do want to see our murder subject. How are they doing? Whew. That recovery is disgusting. All the way to open, just straight green candles. God, that would have hurt to have that still. That's why I say if you have the energy to complain about missing out on some of the dip, then you have the energy to sit here and talk about, you know, what would have happened if you just kept holding forever. You can't even remember why you got in? I mean, do you have like a lot of shares of that? I'm not trying to tell you what to do with your position. I'm not a financial advisor, but I feel like personally I would not be holding something that I don't remember why I have. Like, I forget that I own Rocket Lab, but not because I forget what they do. It's because I want to forget that I own it, so it just goes up and I forget about it. But forgetting on why I even have it is another thing. I just feel like that's me, though. Not a ton? Oh, okay. Just getting your feet wet. It's a pretty cool company you found, though. Oh, God, I'm yawning out of control now. Help me. I have to look back at my notes. It has been years. Oh, okay. At least you have it marked somewhere. I thought you meant you just like completely forgot and you were just holding it randomly. I'm like, you're scaring me. More than doubled already? Holy. You really found a gem. Yeah, you don't want to look like that upstart guy. You're on like an interview and they're asking you questions about the company and you just sit there and talk about how you've been doing good on it. And then they ask you, well, what does the company do? And you're just like, uh, you just blank right there. Internet connection's cutting up. Oh, I didn't quite catch that. What was that question you have that I don't know the answer to? So I'm going to keep acting like I have internet connections. I don't think it matters how much I age. I don't think I'll ever forget that clip. Like the voice in my head, like I can hear it perfectly. What does Upstart do? No. What does the company do? What do they do? What does Upstart do? Uh 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 Between that and the CLF CEO interview, those have got to be two of the best interviews I've ever seen. And I think the CEO of CLF one was like on the phone or something, but that one was funny. Basically, shit talking analysts who don't know how to do their job, and it was pretty funny. We should watch that video again on the stream. That's a classic. Can't be that far down, right? Yeah. Funny moments by CEOs, analysts, and the Fed. Fuck it, let's watch it again together. Oh, it's already in 1080p. Just looks like shit. 1 second. 1 second. 1 second. Properties. This, that. This.
Everyone in this room is inspired by you. Who are you inspired by?
Well, Kanye West, obviously.
So, well, Upstart's up about 25% just in 4 days. That's a good-looking name, very powerful, very strong earnings. These stocks are.
What do they do?
Really
I don't even know them. What do they do?
Excuse me?
What does Upstart do?
Well, I'm sorry.
What kind of company is it?
Yeah, I'm not. You're breaking up.
Some of the president-elect's advisors have suggested that you should resign. If he asked you to leave, would you go?
No.
Can you follow up on, do you think that legally you're not required to leave?
No.
You are a disaster. You are an embarrassment to your parents. With this being said, we are going to use money to reward the long-term shareholders. So if the stock continues to go down based on these kids that play with computers and somebody else's money, we are going to buy back stock. We are going to screw these guys so badly that I don't believe that they will be able to only resign. They will have to commit suicide. So
Jesus.
we are going to screw this guy so badly that it will be fun to watch. That will be my first priority, other than the two top priorities of
I forgot he said
finishing
that.
HBI and paying down debt. You are messing with the wrong guy.
Messing with the wrong guy. He calls them kids playing with their numbers and computers, referring to the analyst community, presumably in general.
GDP growth in the third quarter was quite strong, but like most forecasters, we expect growth to moderate in coming quarters. Of course.
Jerome Powell, by refusing to treat climate change like a
Okay.
systemic risk, you are putting us at
Thank you very much.
economic disaster.
Thank you very much.
Climate change
Yep.
will threaten
Thank you. Just close the fucking door. Close the door.
Do you believe the president has the power to fire or demote you, and has the Fed determined the legality of a president demoting at will any of the other governors with leadership positions?
Not permitted under the law.
Ladies and gentlemen, Steve Ballmer!
This is peak cringe, but when this came out, this was the definition of hype. I mean, look at this shit. It's in like 144p. This guy was so based. I believe he is still the CEO. Yeah, it's still him. I've always been a fan of the CLF CEO since I saw that. But yeah, that's the funny moments video. That shit's pretty good. How much coke is that guy on? That guy was on billions of dollars or millions of dollars of profit, probably. That's the kind of drugs he was probably on in that video. That was the CEO at the time of Microsoft. That was an impressive time to be a Microsoft fan, to be honest. The Steve Ballmer, Steve Jobs era is pretty untouchable. What did I miss? Oh, we just watched a funny video from my channel. It's just a bunch of clips from different things. That tech sector is so up. Yeah, they are fucking on fire today. The only issue is that other sectors are not on fire today. Discretionary finally caught up. They've done pretty well, I won't lie, but they're kind of destined to follow tech. Healthcare's done really well on their own, just really bad timing, right? When tech was doing their initial move up, healthcare was falling. Same with banks. So just bad timing. You know, tech's been up here. These things are just now trying to recover. Tech's not moving up as much anymore. So that's why we're not getting an as great move now on SPY. Things have slowed up a little bit. But yeah, tech did its damn job. It got its frags. These other sectors, they just had bad timing. And then energy down, of course, makes sense, oil down. And then staples down, of course, in rotation from tech going up. Damn it. Oh my god. I can't even hold in my laugh when I read that one. Oh, dude, your mind's in the right place, man. Your mind is in the right place. It's funny that you say that to one of the few people who has actually seen my face. Doing an April Fool's joke on someone who has actually seen the face reveal. I've known Fipo for a little while now. Fipo's a higher up for that pro. Fipo's got special bloodlines. He might even be related to the first vampire. My man Fipo does not sleep. He has his eyes open in a casket and then he gets up for the day. Made a clip on YouTube? No way. Did you send it like that? Because it would probably flag it if you didn't. Oh, you're an actual dickhead. This video has 18 million likes and 505,000 dislikes. I promise you the 505,000 are from people getting linked it too many times. Can confirm he never gave us up. That's such a base post. You're an asshole, Data J. You know what's even funnier? I had to like delete the spaces you put in the link or that's in the link. So I actually had to invest time into like putting that link in there too. That was actually worth getting rickrolled. You damn nerd. Data J's on it with the April Fools. All of us are lacking. Not surprised that's why I didn't copy it. I low-key was like, yo, that's cool as fuck. He clipped something from my stream. I actually was like, yo, somebody actually clipped something. It like never happens. You son of a gun. Dislikes are lame. It's just crazy that it has that many dislikes and it still only represents 2.6% of the amount of likes it has. It's crazy. Some of those dislikes are valid, though. Because it's probably from people getting linked it too many times or actually getting tricked into clicking it. Like my dumbass just now. I hate you. Ulta, great find. I love Ulta. Ulta's a very great stock. Great spot. I sound like Trump describing this one. And then, yeah, I did see Eli Lilly. I'm a bigger fan of the Ulta setup, I'll be honest. I love Ulta because it's such a slept-on ticker. Everyone forgets. I mean, even I forget about it. You clipped me getting rickrolled? Oh, my God. If I click this link, Zaya... If I open this fucking link... Wait, you're actually lying, because it's the same exact link that he sent. DQW4W9WQXCQ. QW4WG... Wait, are they the same? Oh, that's a 9. 9WGXQC. Wait, y'all's link has XQ... Oh, no, it's XCQ. I was about to say. Yeah, get it differently. I almost went to, but then I was like, wait. I've seen these letters. I've seen these digits. I've seen this codex before. I low-key highlighted it, Zaya. You didn't get me to paste it and look at it, but you did get me to highlight it. I almost copied it. But then the more I read the actual link, I was like, wait. Honestly, great try. Great attempt. W effort. Pretty good, too, because I'm running on, like, no sleep, so... I'm at my most exposed right now. Damn, Ulta is actually really, really good find by Sandoller. It sucks that we have Trump tonight. This is a really good find, though. Of Bueller getting rickrolled. I thought that's what he meant. That's why I almost clicked it. Because I was like, oh, he clipped me getting rage baited. I was like, oh, that's a good clip. And then I saw the link was basically the exact same. I mean, it is the exact same. But the idea of what he went for was actually pretty smart. Because I low-key was like, oh, okay, he clipped me getting trolled. That's funny. Actually a good try. Top tier today. Wait, where'd you link it? On Discord or here? Here? I don't even see a link here. DM me in case, because sometimes links don't sit in here. That's why they're having to space theirs out. For some reason, YouTube, like, auto mods that. I'm not even personally deleting that. That's why they added spaces between their stupid URLs. I don't know how to put in Discord without making link obvious. You put these on each side of the link. I can't see it, Fipo. It's not showing there. Which is stupid because I'm the freaking guy streaming. If you DM it on Discord, though, I got you. I'll see. I don't know why it is doing that. Yo, yo, yo. Oh, you're trying to do the symbol thing. There you go, Fipo. I got you. Just the nation. This son of a bitch. Honestly, every time I see it, I just think of Family Guy. I can't tell you how many lazy bits Family Guy's done with a Rickroll. Specifically, there's one where Peter has to go back in time. I think it's the episode with Death. And I think he hears that on the stage. Or he performs it on the stage. No. Brian performs it on the stage. While Peter's trying to get back with Lois. God, Family Guy is such a good-ass series. I haven't seen it in forever, but the first, like, 12 seasons are all 10 out of 10. The lore change for Stewie is crazy as well. Spam Discord trade floor, sorry. Very good. It's probably not even that bad. Yeah, you guys will be like, sorry for spamming trade floor, and it's like this small of a message. 30 inches of a night. Wait, you're a nerd? I was just joking. This shows all the days SPY closed above 2.5% since 2020, which is important because yesterday was impressive. It then shows how we closed the next day and if the next day closed above the PDO. Damn, it seems like 50-50 almost. Maybe slightly more bullish. Or slightly continuation favored. Bro, how long did it take to do that? I felt like we were just asking about that, and it's already done. What? I'm going to share this, because that's actually mind-boggling what you just shared. We're going to copy it and say, by DataJ, just because, got to give DataJ that credit. Plus, it makes it seem like I have, like, a team of, like, intelligent traders in my back pocket that only I have access to. But in reality, it's just really cool people in my Discord. I gotta look at that a little longer. What was yesterday? Wasn't it like 2.4 or something? 2.5 or 3 or 4%? I don't even remember now. How big was yesterday? I feel like I remember 4% in my head, but that doesn't sound right. Started that last night? Oh, okay. I was like, dude, I just asked for that this morning. How did you already complete this? Because I was like, oh, I wonder how much since we moved. But your brain was already working on that. For everyone not in the live stream, Bueller did a face reveal and I clipped it before he changes his mind. Oh, that's evil. That's... I'm not... I guess there's already laugh emojis on it. I was going to say, I'm not going to laugh on it so people actually click it, but people already did it. Honestly, if you know what you could have done to further seal the deal? It's a little too late now. But as soon as you posted this, you should have added your own emoji and then put like an alert or like a fire so it makes it seem like it's genuine. Like, oh my God, it's an actual legit thing. Like he's being serious. And then they click it and it's not. That could have sealed the deal a little bit more. That's a funny message though. Yeah, main competitors, Floor & Decor, MNSO, Boot Barn, Rush Enterprises, and Bath & Body Works. Those are only for its retail industry, though. I think it has segmented market share, meaning it's part of multiple markets. Very cool. Man. I'm just taking in all the posts. I have posts to catch up to from yesterday. I didn't get to see Letterbucks or D-Touches yet. Oh, this is the last one I read. Oh, this is the gains from that. Okay, so I do know what that is. But the clip, though. That's a trader view right there. I think my favorite part when I was reading it was 0.3 or was it 4? I think it was 0.3. Wherever he said the hammer at support. Oh, here. No, it's 0.4. Hammer at CDO. That was what I liked the most. Instead of just being like, I'm just going to hold the hold. Actually, like, points out what he's going to do. Massive gains. Sold it somewhere up here. Yeah, I felt that. You're like, I know it was this candle, but I don't really know exactly where. It was pumping. That's funny. Yeah, your gains yesterday just were massive, so I was kind of interested to see. You just played the key levels and then got more confident when it was still holding them instead of having a cut. I like that you went like 1 and then you went 2. That's actually kind of smart. And then you took 2 out of the 3 at the first trigger. 50% gap. Yeah, that was crazy. I remember seeing his gain get posted. It was like, what the F? Good job, by the way, taking time, even though it was the next day. Like, taking time to come in here and still post that. I appreciate that. I already saw that. Huge W. Bro, D-Touch and Letterbuck, y'all are just consuming this channel. Wait, did I not even share the... I didn't even share my trade. I'm slipping, bro. I gotta catch up to Letterbuck and D-Touch. Oh, I probably shouldn't use this picture. I'll just use the one I used when we actually got out. One second, chat. I need to make sure I get this posted. I don't like to miss stream messages, but I gotta make sure I get this posted. How do you just copy image? Oh, there we go. So tired. I must type short swing and then swing twice. Another short swing. Since Trump tonight. A lot of 585 puts flow coming in for tomorrow expiration for triple Q, over 6 million total in flow. Do you minus that against positive flow, or is that just total? I don't read flow, so you feel free to educate. I've even been gifted 3 different flow website logins, and I'd never ended up using them because it just wasn't my thing. Not that I hate people who do it. Like, it's fine if one of you guys use it, but I just not my thing. So feel free to share any information you have on that. One thing I asked, though, if you guys bring new information in here that we aren't already like going over or calling out, to explain it. Don't just come in here and be like, well, it's because of this. Okay, why? Tell us why. Just because it's just, you're kind of stepping on toes. I wouldn't go to you and start stepping on your toes. Not talking about Sebastian. I'm just, in case somebody does do that. That was just a good reminder. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised. I already said it earlier in the stream, but I won't be surprised if we do have like a lower open tomorrow. Just because this is like what we're witnessing is basically just the market going up because we know that there's news coming out. When the news finally comes out, we'll probably see a lower open tomorrow. I'm not swinging anything, though, because I could be wrong. Trump says a bunch of great things, and next thing you know, we're flying to, 700. So I'm good with the gains we got this week already, but I do still want to at least be alert of that. Are we going to watch Artemis 2 launch? Is that today? Oh, by the way, that new OP episode is this Sunday, by the way, not next Sunday. It's this upcoming one. I was wondering why this was pumping, and now I know why. This just hit the market, and there's a huge NASA launch today. Oh my god, today is the moon mission. Holy shit, we have to watch that today. Where can I watch this? Can I watch this on stream? Yeah, 6:24 PDM EDT. 2-hour launch window opens at this time with liftoff from Kennedy Space Center. 4 astronauts on a 10-day journey around the moon. Holy shit. This is like the coolest thing that's happened in a long time. NASA's like, all this shit happening on planet Earth, we should probably go on an adventure. No, this has been planned for a long time. It's funny, I remember back in 2022 and 2021, I was sitting here telling people about like Rocket Lab and why I was investing in it. And I remember talking about the space exploration, 3D printing, and it's funny how some of this is starting off now. Finally, we haven't gotten to Mars yet, but the goal was to go to the moon, Mars, and Venus. NASA wants to go to the moon and Venus, while what's it called? While Elon wants to go to Mars. So there's actually a lot of really cool future trips that have already been planned out to go to each of these three. If you guys have ever seen Star Wars, there's even a plan to have Bespin type buildings in the Venus atmosphere. And I don't know if that's actually going to happen or not, but it's just a cool idea that was thrown out. I just thought that was kind of cool. Yeah, pretty crazy. Yeah, so that'll be at 5:24 my time, CST, 6:24 EST, Eastern Daylight Time, sorry. Damn. When it comes to space and stuff like that, dude, humans are so awesome. Wonder if they're actually going to launch or postpone it. Yeah, hopefully nothing goes wrong and they can actually just go. Mars would only be a one-way trip? Yeah, most likely. The return trip's pretty insane. You don't get a lot of orbital windows to just go to Mars whenever you want. It's all about windows. Can you check oil price? I want to see if the news is... Yeah, no problem. Since this dip this morning, it hasn't done much. It's just kind of consolidating, holding, and building back up, but no crazy highs or anything yet. But yeah, they haven't fallen any lower, though. One paper review to go, or up. A couple more to post, bet. Call. Out of 1 con 143. Damn, Letterbuck. I didn't see you did all this. Huge W, dude. Shout out to Letterbuck. He's honestly been killing it, and he's been working his ass off. So, seeing these results aren't that crazy because when you've been seeing how hard Letterbuck's been working, it actually makes sense. But you're still super happy for him because these are fucking huge gains he's getting. Bro is literally bitch slapping the rest of us. It's above CDO. It already touched it once, twice. I like the risk here. Oh, wait, you got it on that candle. My bad. Above PMH. Right? Yeah. Exited into the 213. Oh, this is Amazon. Yo, good fucking trade. I was literally just glazing how much I love Amazon and Coin for scalps and bigger time frame stuff. For everything. I mean, these two tickers are great. I'm happy to see someone doing that. Round of applause for Gary. That's a W rep right there. W rep. Everybody gets fire emojis. They said they're not going to open the straight. Yeah, but people are waiting on Trump tonight. It doesn't matter what news comes out today. Everyone's waiting on Trump tonight. So even if Iran says some stuff, it might get ignored short term. Trump's just got that impact, as much as some of you may hate to hear that. Yo, we about to break. What's up, brother? Yeah, we might. I might be giving up soon. Tech's still the only thing that's holding up very well. Healthcare and discretionary are already starting again to pull back, similar to the tech candle here. Good looks, Kevo. Good to see you, by the way. Hope your vacation's still going good, brother. It goes up because of the announcement, exactly. Buy the rumor, sell the news. It goes up during the news event, goes down after the news event's over with. Well, it's not entirely true, Sonia. It's not 100% a one-way trip. It's just it's like 98%. Like there's very small technicalities to where there could be people who make it more than just a one-way trip, but a lot of the science so far has proven that it's pretty much just a one-way trip if you go to Mars, not just because of the human body, but just there's a lot of reasons why. The window is impossible. We don't have the technology to make return trips from such a great distance. You know, the moon is one thing, Mars is another. So yeah, $10 is technically correct, but I just wanted to make sure you'll know it's not 100%. Like there is still a small percentage of things they can do to make a return trip, but we just aren't 100% there to safely do that. Hence why we've just been sending probes and drones there. Though I will have the most amount of respect for the first person who goes to Mars, because those astronauts are most likely staying there. Unless we develop the technology to return. Hence why Elon is such a great thing for the space community. You know, you guys don't have to like Elon, but when it comes to space, he's generally been the driving factor for us even exploring space again. We were basically never going to do that shit again if it wasn't for him. NASA had thrown in the towel. But yeah, it's pretty much a one-way ticket. I love space exploration, though. It's a really cool conversation. There's a lot of theoretical stuff and also just the different companies that can take advantage of it. Like 3D printing is going to be so big, but it's just probably not going to be a big deal for like a very long time until space exploration becomes a normal thing. Hype is for the money others wish to set aside for space project. Yeah, they have to do a lot. They have to hype it up a lot because they need lots of funds to do all kinds of things. And that's also another thing that I liked about Jeff Bezos. Even though I'm not a huge fan of him, he also helped out a lot. He helped fund the research for the moon rovers and all that stuff for when they go on this trip. So, because they're dropping something off on the moon. And I think it's the rover that, or not Amazon, but the company Jeff Bezos owns that does space exploration. I can't remember the damn name. Is it Blue something? But they helped NASA. NASA, Elon, and the Bezos company are all working together on all those things. It's pretty cool. They all have different things to work on, and they're all working together at the same time. Yeah, exactly. It would literally destroy the life of whoever that is, most likely. Till we get some better technology, or until we better understand. I don't know everything, but I know that much. I've heavily been watching the Mars, Venus, Moon stuff. Ever since NASA said that, I totally took them at their word because they were serious about going to Venus and the Moon, and Elon's been very serious about Mars for a long time. And then they got Bezos to dump some money into it too, so it feels even more real. Pretty cool though. Space exploration is very cool. A lot of cool companies, a lot of cool ideas. Imagine one day we look up into the sky and you see like an ad, on the stars, like a Netflix ad or something. Actually, no, it'd be like a War Thunder ad or fucking, what are all those ads we get? Like the videos before the video. It'd be like War Thunder and Candy Crush or whatever that other one was. Clash of Clans. Bunch of ads in the space. But yeah, the space stuff's cool. Oh, you had to wait the 10 minutes, Sonia. I see. I forgot I had that setting on. I only just recently turned it on. The 10-minute thing. I'm glad you're past it now, though. I have that on so not everybody can just type. Because sometimes you get trolls who just want to show up and type something and leave. But they can't do that if they have to be here for 10 minutes. So, joke's on them if they do troll. I wasted 10 minutes. I should probably set it to longer because most of you have been here for longer than that. Set it for like a really insane time. You have to be in here for 24 months to type in here. That'd be nuts. Sorry, guys. I keep yawning. I did not sleep much. Like 3.5 hours. I was trying to do my best FIPO impersonation. I keep yawning in the mic, and that's why I'm apologizing. I doubt y'all want to hear that. Any cool Jim Cramer tweets today? Dude, look, this is literally my Twitter feed. No drama, just love. What is love? Oh my god. Can I see the future? That's funny. Damn, I can't believe the Artemis 2 launches today. Hopefully it all works out. They could actually launch. Man, that makes me remember that one where that guy was betting on the rockets go up, and then it didn't. They canceled it, and his position went down. And he was like recording himself the whole time. Has anybody seen that? Oh, I found it. I found it. Wait, he actually has a YouTube? I've never investigated past just that video. Bro, he actually posts. Damn, good for him. I actually felt kind of bad for him because of this video, because it's like a pretty massive loss. Ten out of 10 video, like literally. This is like one of the best trading videos I've ever seen. Here, let's... Am I allowed to watch this on stream? I don't think so. Damn, good for him, though. I'm kind of glad to see he still posts videos and stuff. I didn't think he was stupid. I just thought this was funny. Like, the video itself was really funny. This guy seemed pretty smart.
Watching live the space launch from Astra, I'm sorry, the rocket launch, in hopes of seeing the share. Like, all of this is basically in this position. Rise.
660 plus 8. Yeah, it's basically everything. Portfolio diversity, 84% based. So based. And look, he has shares.
Along with a successful launch, maybe it'll be.
Where's this thing at now? Delisted. Jesus.
Successful, maybe not, but it's going to be fun to see, regardless of the outcome, what my portfolio is going to be doing. It's either
I'll sub to him.
going up, going down, staying flat. Oh, some new developments.
machine toggle pump full to full.
Okay, Lane, does that look good to you?
That looks like a successful deluge test.
The people in the chat right here, they're so annoying. They keep wanting to see the girl. They want to see the girl talking more than the rocket. And they keep saying, when moon. I'm pretending that the rocket won't do well. That's the right mentality to have while holding a stock like this. I'm expecting the rocket to crash. There's nothing wrong with having that mentality. I'm long term. Stock's going up though.
Astra's third orbital launch attempt and our first commercial orbital launch.
Going up because it looks like the rocket is going to be launched today. But the real question is, when moon?
Red lead.
Red lead is go.
FTS.
FTS is go.
Delphin.
Delphin is go.
Ether.
Ether is go.
Odin. Inco.
Inco is go.
Ace.
Odin's not go. Oh, the intensity is building. Hey, I am from India. 30,000 people watching. I have my money on gravity. This would be a good time to sell.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 2, 1. Mission 0. Abort.
Back at idle. Abort hit.
Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but if you have a fish tank like this behind you, you probably can lose this money and still be okay. That is not cheap.
Looks like an abort was called at T0. The team will look into the issue and we will hopefully make another attempt.
Look at the stop.
Again, abort called right near T0. Teams are currently working through their abort procedures and we're standing by for word of the next attempt.
How did this get 1,700 dislikes? What a bunch of haters.
Somebody said, did they forget to plug it in? It was Trump's fault.
We will hopefully
Dude, this video is like 4 years old, and we were making Trump's fault jokes back then. These kids nowadays have no idea. The China trade war Trump will never be forgotten. That's still 6,000 times worse than what we witnessed here, by the way. Everyone complaining about how the market's not just going one direction. It's like, brother, this is still better than the China trade war. In terms of market movement, I don't mean by any other standard. Next review up bet. Let's check it out. SpaceX is launching its first Starship of new design at the end of this. Dang, is that the one that does like the? Actually, I don't know what I'm talking about. I haven't paid attention in a while for their rockets. I stopped paying attention when I saw they could land their boosters pretty consistently. So I was like, all right, these guys own the future. SpaceX is ahead of time. Seeing all that stuff unfold live was so cool too. The failures to the success. That was actually fun as hell to witness. I can gladly say I actually got to witness a lot of that. All right, check out Gary's post. Getty's post. Oh. This is PMH. Damn, I like it. It's simple. Simple and clear cut. Hammer above level after we've already broken above level. 80% entry. Very, very nice. Damn, yeah, you did get a really good move on that. 48 over 290. What's that? Like 20, 25% really quickly. I like that. Simple. Simple is the best. Candlestick with positioning. Pattern with positioning. Oh, look, Keva's on vacation too. Guys, 33 likes. Where are these people even coming from? I don't even know we had 33 people in here. Thank you guys, seriously. 33 is massive for these streams. Oh, I'm glad I streamed instead of just bitching about being tired. Also, I kind of had to get here because we had the MO swing open, and I would feel like a dirty human being if I called out a swing and then just wasn't here the next day to at least somewhat update it or have something posted about it. Even if not in the Discord, still good to be here on the stream. Damn, that guy's channel is fucking funny. Or that video is funny. Respect to that guy, though. I think it's so easy to, like, let that hate consume you and just give up. But he just kept going and kept making videos. Look at him now. He gets thousands of views a video, every freaking video. Good for that guy. Plus, he seemed pretty comfortable with that. Whereas I've seen other videos where people are just like shaking and they're like, oh my god, how am I losing? He seemed pretty content with like, oh, okay, yeah, I'm losing. Alright, well, I think I am going to end the stream here in a few minutes. I'm just too tired. Remember, guys, don't swing too crazy things unless you know it's a lotto, because we do have Trump speaking tonight. Friday is a holiday. So Thursday, don't blow your load. Your money won't settle till Monday. Most likely. Some of you probably have some special ass account. But yeah. If you guys have any questions, feel free to throw them here at the end, or if you have anything to say or just share with the community, please feel free to share it. Yeah. I'll keep the stream open for a few more minutes in case somebody has something. Love y'all. Thanks for showing up. Get some rest, champ. Yeah, I'm gonna try. It's kind of my fault. I love you, though, Letterbuck. Thank you for always being here. Thank you, Kevo. Thank you to both Maddies. Thank you to the third Maddie as well. I don't think it's easy for everybody to talk about when they're doing bad, when other people are doing good. So shout out to him for coming in here and just kind of shedding light on his own progress. What else? What else was cool in here? We had a lot of cool first-time chatters in here. Shout out to you guys. We still got some new people in here that are honestly super chill, like Lilo Simpson. I think that's the name. I keep wanting to say Lisa Simpson when I see it. Shout out to that person. Thank you, brother. Thank you, man. Thank you guys for being here. Y'all clicking on here and everything is amazing. It gives me the reason to be here. So I appreciate it. Plus, it's just fun talking to you guys because y'all are actually pretty cool. Well, most of you. We have our fair share of weirdos. I really make y'all sound so bad, but y'all aren't bad at all. My chat's so weird. My chat's weird. They actually care about each other and prepare charts and shit. Weirdos. Such tryhards. You think Lilu like in The Fifth Element? Oh, there you go. Yeah, that's another one. Yeah, when I read that person's name, I think of like a few things at once, honestly. I don't know why. Also, when I see L-E-E, my body just starts getting excited because it's like, oh my god, is that Leland? And then when I read the rest of the name, I'm like, oh, it's not Leland. Like, I'm still excited, but then I'm like, oh. No hate to the Lilo person. It's just, I just love Leland. And their names are very similar in the very beginning. Yeah, shout out to you guys, seriously. Thank you guys for watching all the little funny videos in between. Oh, make sure to go check out the shorts on the channel, guys. I'm honestly the worst person at promoting my own shit. Go to my YouTube channel and click on the shorts. I put up 3 more. Oh my god, they actually got more views. Okay, cool. Check that shit out. This one's blocked in like every country except like 1. I don't know which one. But I'm keeping it up because this one's fucking funny. So if you guys can't see this, it's blocked in your country. Might even be NA that's blocked. This one was fun as fuck to make. Sinful gave me the idea for this one. This one was fun as fuck to make. Wait, we gotta watch this one together.
I'm against this war. Yeah, dude, I'm against the war too. I fucking hate Bush. This isn't about being pro-war. The war is happening. This is about being pro-money.
I had to make like 2 cuts because the original edit of this doesn't actually include the first and second half. It's like a cut, then something, then a cut. I had to actually like piece it together, and then the money clipping thing, I had to time that with the next beat, or it didn't make sense. It was so weird. The audio did not make sense on this at
This is about
first.
being pro-money.
What was that dude you showed us? It was... I just subbed to him, so he should be right here. This guy, Dead Inside. He's the guy that was trending for the... He like traded and lost a shit ton of money like live while the rocket failed. I didn't know he had other videos though. I thought this was like a one upload by somebody else, but I'm just now realizing 4 years later that he actually does have a YouTube channel. I mean, good for him though. It looks like he's still looking fine. I mean, it looks like he's kind of mogging the camera a little bit there. But good for him. He didn't let the hate consume him. He used it, and he has a fucking huge platform now. Look, he doesn't have like a shit ton of videos either. It's like a little bit here and there. Actually, just started up again, it looks like. 3 years. Bad news, I'm back.
Happy hop.
Honestly, shout out to him, dude. Like, I like how when he came back, though, the market started falling. Poor guy.
I'm against this war. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I'm against this war, too.
Gentlemen,
what?
We are dealing with someone here
what?
who...
My shit just glitched.
Gentlemen, we are dealing with someone here who...
Bad news, I'm back,
has
yeah.
absolutely no life.
No, I think he's funny. I find him entertaining.
Gentlemen.
I haven't watched him a whole lot, but to do that's entertaining. I had a lot of fun doing this one.
He doesn't look too good.
You know, it's funny. I actually re-downloaded these. These are really old. All 3 of these. These are downloaded from Reddit. I used to post these on Reddit, and one of these got like 500,000 views. I can't. It was the carrot one, but I can't upload the carrot one because it's like sexual content, basically. It's the one where like the guys are standing around the girl and they're like cutting carrots around her, and the caption's like it looks like one of those weird, you know, circles. I won't continue the wording on that, but instead of like it being sexual, I made it look like you know, like people who trade commodity traders when they see prices of like these different products going up. But yeah, I couldn't upload that one. That's my most viewed one though, and it has over 1 million views, but not on YouTube, sadly. All the Reddit people are not on YouTube, clearly. I had a lot of fun making these, actually. I know they're basic, but... I just died in your arms tonight. I love Breaking Bad templates. Where's the Hank template? The Hank template is definitely one of my favorite ones. This one. It's just Hank losing his mind. I would have loved to have seen that actor in the 28 weeks later, 28 days later, 28 years later franchise. That guy would have been fucking perfect. Oh, this one's... We can all relate to this one. Contract hit 1650 20 minutes later. Literally. All of us have been there. Oh, this one's funny because it's like, it's making fun of like indecision. Like this is like you just going insane. But yeah, that's it for the stream though, guys. Thank you again for being here. Appreciate you guys hanging out, having fun, liking the stream, showing up, clicking on it, all kinds of stuff. I'll let you know if we're live tomorrow. I don't know if I will or not, to be honest, just because it is going to be a weird end of the week. Be careful though. Don't overtrade. Friday is closed. Monday should be pretty good though. I'm not gonna lie. I think next week's going to be amazing. Similar to the beginning of this week, I don't know why the beginning of next week wouldn't be great. So let's get it. See you guys then. Check out the Discord, of course. Sign up on the YouTube, all that good shit, like the stream, all that good stuff. You know, self-promotion, stuff like that. I'll see you guys later on. Thank you guys again. Love you all. And yeah, see ya.